Life has got two rules. Rule number one, never give up. Rule number two, never ever forget rule number one. My fellow Cavaliers, Toastmasters and guests, a very warm good evening to one and all present here.
Good evening.
To never give up means to stand up and to try one more time when you completely feel like you're unable to do it and you're tempting to quit. Regardless how slow you go, you should never stop trying. Life has got three main drivers for success, namely persistence, perseverance, and always having a resolution to keep on trying. Your body may ache, the scars may seem to be wearing you down, but at that cases, we should never accept defeat. We may be a victim towards defeatism, and we tend to learn ill habits like being lazy from our society, from our surroundings, and from our peer groups. When we feel that our environment is plunging us down into despair, we should have a hope that this would in turn fuel our perseverance. When we fall down, it is obvious that we get up. The power you show while getting up shows or depicts the amount of strength that is built within. Regardless the number of challenges life has to face, we will have to keep on working hard so that we can keep up pace with the fast life. There are three major reasons for why a person should never quit in his life. Number one, never giving up equips you with the skills that can be used for other aspects of life. Number two, never giving up helps you to hit through the breakthrough. It is always known that it is dark at times of dawn. So success may be just around the corner when we are attempting to quit. And number three, never giving up helps you to prove others wrong. So never stop reaching for the stars, never stop dreaming, and always have in mind that tomorrow is always a lesson that is learned from yesterday. Another thing to be remembered or considered is that you may not be excellent or be successful in everything you start up. People are afraid to take new things as they are scared for making mistakes. If a person doesn't make mistakes, then what is the point in life? If you're unhappy with your performance, then there is always a scope for trying again. So I will share with you some living examples of never giving up. Michael Jordan was cut off from his basketball team. In their first year of business, the Coca-Cola only sold 400 Cokes. In Dr. Seuss's book, And to Think What I Saw on a Mulberry Tree, was rejected by 27 publishers, and the 28th one sold almost 6 million copies of the same book. Similarly, The Chicken Soup for the Soul was rejected by 33 publishers, and the 38th one, that is the Vanguard Press, sold almost 7 million copies of the same. If Dr. Seuss, the authors of Chicken Soup for the Soul, Michael Jordan, and the Coca-Cola team had given up, they would not have been the household names they are today. Similarly, the former British Prime Minister, Sir Winston Churchill, who won the Nobel Prize for English Literature, took almost 3 years for completing his 8th grade as he had problems learning English. It thus seems ironic that the same person was invited for addressing the commencement ceremony. He later, a cigar, a top hat, and a cane always accompanied Churchill wherever he went. He approached the podium. The audience applauded. He settled the audience, gently placed his top hat on the podium, cigar in his suit, and started his speech. He said, "Never give up." The audience was shocked. He rose on his toes and said, "Never, never, never give up." He took his top hat, took his cigar, steadied himself with the cane, and moved out of the podium. His commencement speech was over. Nobody is born perfect. Imperfections and failures must not allow us or deter us from moving forward with confidence. It is determination that helps one to achieve his or her goal. As the American author Terry McMillan puts it, too many of us are hung up on the same thing, which we don't have, won't have, or can't ever have. Instead, we should put some money and some extra energy so that we can achieve what we actually want. Always be positive. Analyze your goals and make sure you use the best of the prevailing situations. Always be perseverant. Thank you and have a nice day and never give up. Thank you.
That is the end of our prepared speech session. Now we have our table topic section.
Maybe the fact that I like to smile a lot is something I like.